Hey everyone, today I'll be doing an in-depth review on the GAN 356 Air Pro. Before I start, some people say this cube is like a regular Air or non-magnetic SM, but I feel this cube is different enough to warrant its own review. So let's get into it, starting with the specs. The cube is 56mm, as it says in the name. It weighs 2.4 ounces, or around 68 grams, and you can get it for $36.95 from SpeedCubeShop.com. The cube comes inside the now standard GAN box, and the cube has the normal GAN items. It has the box that has the cube inside of it. It has the GES nuts, and it has the two pamphlets. One of them talk about the new nuts that come inside the cube. Out of the box, the cube felt a bit tight, so I messed around with a few of the nuts. After some testing, I found out that in my opinion, the green nuts on 0.8 felt the best because they kept some of the stability with a bit more flex. The cube felt really smooth and it felt like every other GAN cube. The only problem with it was the lack of stability. Because there are no magnets in the cube, it felt really unstable to use. The cube has a really airy sound on a lower pitch, and I'll let you listen to that right now. The cube's forward corner cutting isn't the best. It can corner cut 45, but there are some times where the cube just won't corner cut correctly. It feels like the cube is trying to be too stable, which results in it not having the fluidity to give it good corner cut. Reverse corner cutting, however, is actually really good. It can cut line to line, and on sometimes maybe even more. Looking inside the cube, the pieces look exactly like an SM. So if you have an SM, you'll know what the internals are like. The pieces flow well, and they have a lot of contact points. Now let's get to these previously mentioned nuts. To get to them, just remove the center cap. When you look on the inside, you may see a little rectangle. How am I supposed to tension that? Well, just push down and turn clockwise or counterclockwise to tension it. Also, when you look on the inside, you may see little numbers, 0.6, 0.8, and 1.0. Those talk about the tensions, with 0.6 being the tightest and 1.0 being the loosest. And for those who don't know, for the regular nuts, you go by yellow as the tightest, and then green, and then blue, and then purple. Looking at the GAN cube, the colors are much easier to differ against the Moyu because the Moyu colors look so much similar to each other. And it seems that the GAN cube uses Fulbrights, minus the blue, which seems to be a bit darker. So what do I think of this cube? Overall, I feel it's pretty good. Despite it being more expensive than the regular non-magnetic cubes out now, I'm happy to say that with setup, it can be potentially made worthy. But would I recommend it? If you want to magnetize your own cube and have it have numerical IPG in it, then yeah, I would recommend it. But it's hard to give that opinion when this cube is so expensive and it doesn't have magnets. There are cubes that are cheaper and have magnets inside of them. But if you want to make this cube your own by magnetizing it and setting it up yourself, then yeah, I would get it, because the cube performs really well and it has a lot of potential within it. That's going to be all for today, and thank you for watching.